It is Saturday, the 15th of April, 2017. I'm in front of the Unitarian Church of Montreal, and we're looking at a chalk slogan that I wrote last night at around 5 o'clock. So it's nice to see that it's still here. The Unitarian Church of Montreal leadership has been in the habit of erasing my chalk slogans as soon as they can. Sometimes, while I'm still present and had barely finished writing the chalk slogans. So I find it interesting that for whatever reason, this chalk slogan did not get erased. And we're just going to walk over to the other one. I am assuming it's probably there, but I was just walking by the church en route to a different destination. I thought, well, let's see if the chalk slogans are here. And yes, it looks like the other one is largely intact. So this is somewhat interesting in that, as I have said, in the past, top-level leadership of the Unitarian Church of Montreal, as well as other, less top-level people, have erased these chalk slogans with water and brooms and so on. But for some reason, this hasn't happened since last night, and there's been actually one or two other occasions. It's actually interesting how some people are stepping around the chalk slogans, or trying to. I was actually in the way, like the woman actually would have liked to have stepped around it rather than walk over it to scuff it. So essentially, ordinary pedestrians who see these chalk slogans avoid stepping on them in order not to erase them. So I find that very promising too. But I just find it curious, would be a good word, in terms of why it is that top level leadership of the Unitarian Church of Montreal hasn't erased the chalk slogans. I put a few down in the winter, in February, early March, and they remained intact overnight and actually for maybe a day or two. And they were not erased. Now that could be explained by the church not wanting to put water on the sidewalk and potentially cause someone to slip and hurt themselves, and maybe sue the church for having caused them to slip and fall by icing over. See, there's some people that step around the slogan. A few others stepped right over it, but it's pretty darn intact, and it's good to see that. So anyway, like I said, I do wonder why it is that these haven't been erased. I mean, it could be sheer laziness on the part of the leadership, or it's possible that maybe they're actually ashamed. Maybe they realize that, Robin is actually telling the truth about the fact that the Unitarians do in fact cover up pedophilia and rape in various ways, and we no longer want to participate in hiding that truth, because when Montreal Unitarians, whether they're top-level leadership or just ordinary churchgoers, when they erase these chalk slogans, they are guilty of participating in the cover-up of pedophilia and rape and child sex abuse and so on by Unitarian Universalist ministers. Any Montreal Unitarian who has in the past erased a chalk slogan like this one is guilty of helping the Unitarian Universalist religious community hide the fact that it's not only got a bit of a clergy sexual misconduct problem, which includes sexual abuse of children, but that it actually does try to hide this in various ways. So hopefully Montreal Unitarians are learning that they should not participate in cover-up and denial of such despicable crimes as pedophilia and rape, such as by erasing my chalk slogans. And on that note, I think we'll end this monologue and keep it under 5 minutes and head off on our way.